Hi, this is Emily Matthews with Remax Universal. Today I'm outside Henning's Cheese, and this is one of the places we like to go whenever we have out-of-town visitors or out-of-state visitors. We like to bring them to certain spots in the Tri-County area, and Henning's is one of them. So I'm going to switch the camera here, and we're going to come in here, and here is their store. As you can see, it's well stocked with a lot of different things. But back here, this is one of the reasons why we like to bring visitors, is that back here is the little historical museum, whatever you want to call it, with all kinds of things for people to see. Back in the day when they did tours, we would be able to go in the back too, but now I don't think that's allowed anymore with food safety. But there's what you can see through the windows there, so you can still see a lot. And here's more historical things. And here we are. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, how are you?
Good.
Good.
So I always ask people like a little bit about the history of their business or their place. Would you like to share a bit of that?
Absolutely. We are a fourth generation family cheese company. My grandfather actually started the cheese plant about a half a mile down from where we're currently located. In about 1967, my father built in this here present location, and we've been operating in this location ever since. And at this point, we have our fourth generation joining us in the cheese industry, allowing them the opportunity to engage and enjoy the things that my grandfather had found so interesting when he was in the cheese business. The one thing I wanted to point out is that she was going around the museum area here. All the equipment that you see in here, most of it was from my father's cheese factory.
Yeah.
So at one time, it's always been part of the family business, so it's been very nice to be able to display those for other people to see.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. And I find it funny too, because one time we were in Virginia, and we were in this little out-of-the-way store, and there was a giant block of cheese, Henning's cheese, yes, sitting out, and I said, "Oh, Henning's cheese," yeah. And it was like $15 a pound, and this was like 15 years ago. So yeah. He's like, "Do you want some?" I said, "No, I can get a lot cheaper where I live."
Well, one of the things that makes our cheese plant very unique here is that we are the only cheese factory in the United States that's manufacturing what we call a mammoth wheel of cheese. And a mammoth wheel is anything 75 pounds and larger. So we have very specific customers who are taking these wheels. They either put them up for displays because it's a new store opening, they're having a remodeling sale, they're doing something and they want to try to draw the customer in. So they say, well, what's unique? And so this big wheel of cheese is always a very interesting center of attention for these people if they have customers to stop by.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, so what would you say are your goals for going forward?
I think one of the primary goals that we have is allowing that next generation to begin assuming responsibilities here. Where what we were doing in the past is making a lot of round wheels of cheese for bulk consumers, but because how the market has changed, we've had to flip our focus maybe to more prepackaged style cheeses that you would pick up in your local grocery stores. Mm-hmm. But in the past, we would just make wheels and we'd let the stores cut and wrap those wheels. But because of labor shortages and rising costs and food safety, they would rather get these cheese in prepackaged. So now we have the flexibility. We can offer the large wheels or we can offer the prepackaged.
What do you like best about what you do?
I think the best thing is recalling the memories of what my father and what my grandfather did and carrying on that tradition and the ability to even pass it on, as I said, to another generation.
Right.
And knowing that we have done well with our work here so that they can carry it on hopefully for another generation or two after we're gone.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for your time, and this is Henning's Cheese.
Thank you.